Hello everyone, welcome back. In this video, we are going to discuss about how can we use server-side script to make a call to the outbound messages. If there are any server-side APIs for us to enable us to call the REST APIs, external REST APIs, then once the REST message returns the data, how do we parse the data in ServiceNow? And secondly, if we want to set any headers to the REST message API call, what are all the different methods and different ways we can add headers and other data to the API call. So to start with, we already created a REST message in previous video to get us the location of an IP address. So it takes an IP address based on the IP address that we provided. It gives us the furthermore details about the location and the place where this API address being used. It requires a method, HTTP method, get method. By using this get method, we are making the call to this external endpoint and passing this IP address, and it returns as a response. And this response is an JSON response, and we have to pass the data. So if you open any REST message method, you will be having a related link here called preview script usage. If you click on this preview script usage, it it will give you a template which you can use it or which you can modify this template based on your needs. So let me copy this template and I will be trying that in script background script. So I'm going to do this in the background script. So I'm going to copy paste that. If you look at here, what is the REST method we are using here? We are using geolocation. What is the REST message? It is a REST message that we have created. So you have to pass the REST message as a first parameter, and the second parameter is the REST message method that we have created. So if you look at it, this is our REST message, and this REST message, the method is geolocation. That's what we are passing to here. Then the next thing here is we need to pass the IP address. This IP address is, we need to pass that IP address to the URL of endpoint. So we have to replace this variable. To replace this variable, what is the method that is available in REST message v2? Set string parameter no escape. This is a method where we have to pass two parameters. The first parameter is the variable name that we have used in the REST message definition and the value to it. And the actual where is the we are making a call, which method? This is an execute method which will make a call to the external API that we defined in this REST message, and you will get the response body. You will be storing that in the object called response. To get the body, there is a method called getBody. On the response object, you will be using this method. To get the status of the code, you will be using the getStatusCode method to get the status of that particular API call that we have made. For example, I would like to set headers, or I would like to pass the header to this REST message. How can I do it? Let's go here, right? R dot set request header. Set request header. The request header that I would like to set it here is content type, and the value of this value of this header is application JSON. So if I want to set any limit, the timeout limit, for example, if the if we are making a call to the external endpoint, it is taking time for us to give a response. So that's not an ideal way of making a call to the external application. We have to have a limit. Okay, if it is crossed 2 seconds or 3 seconds, let's abort this API call. To set that, we have a method called setHttpLimit. HTTP timeout. Let's go. It takes the number as its parameter. Let me give 4000 milliseconds. Or else if you have any body to set to the REST message, there is a method called r.setRequestBody. You can set the body of the message. In this case, we don't have anything, so I'm not setting any body here. Then let's go here. When you test it, click on test. We could see the response. The response you are getting in here is a string. And we can convert this string into an object. How can we convert a string into an object? By using the JSON.parse method. Let's go here. Convert string to JSON object. So where? Obj equal to. So from here, JSON.parse. Where is my response body? It is in this variable, so I'm passing this to here. So right now, I'm converting a string into an object. From this object, if I would like to read the city, or if I would like to read the region, how can I do that? Let's go copy this so that it will be helpful for us. Place it in somewhere here. So right now, I would like to get the city from the response. So let me log that information. gs.info. City is response object dot. The property here is city. The property here is city. Let me take this out and run this. So I received the city name. If I want to read it, the other parameter, let's say I want to read it the org. Let's go here. Yeah. So the approach for any outbound REST message API is first you have to create a REST message and you have to create a REST message method and test it here before creating any server-side script. You can test it here. And by using the preview script usage related link, you will get the snippet, code snippet. You can extract that code snippet, whether you want to use it in a script include, or you would like to place that in a business rule, you can place it. Then if you need to add few more parameters, or if you need to get the response body properties, specific properties, how do you do that? You will read the response body, which will get you the response body in a plain string format. Then you will convert that string into JSON object mostly. Right now, most APIs gives you JSON responses. If it is an XML, that's a different way you have to parse it. For if it is a JSON, then you convert that a JSON string into an object by method called JSON.parse. And with that object, you will read the required parameters or properties from the object. This is how we approach any development activity that includes an external API call from the ServiceNow. Thank you so much for watching.